Gotta do it now.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Fahmy Fridays. Here on the RECN Stories, I'm joined by the Vice President of the Real Estate Club.
What's up, everybody?
Carton from Towson University. So, as I mentioned in the first episode, I'm going to get very real and deep with you guys. Yeah, man, let's just get right to it. So, I launched a startup software business almost a year ago now with three of my closest friends. One of them is my mentor, one of them is my cousin, and the fourth is actually somebody I've never met before. He is a friend of my cousin. So we Skype all the time, we text nonstop, and I've never seen him before. And I've used that experience in launching a startup to launching now what is now the second most successful on-campus organization at Towson University. I was at a leadership council meeting at Towson this past week, and the number one group on campus had 67 members, okay? And it took them 7 years to get there. Me and Wade have grown the real estate club to, at one point, we had 50 members show up to one meeting, and it hasn't even been a semester yet. So we use those skills to how to start a business, how to kind of take entrepreneurship and apply that to, you know, creating such a great platform in a club on campus and taking that to the next level so that we can provide as much value as possible to all the members.
Yeah, the model that we used was pretty simple. As far as marketing goes, we used a lot of free food, essentially. We did Chipotle giveaways, so if you come to our club and you're early and you show up before everybody, if you're one of the first 10 people to get there, we will give you a coupon for a free Chipotle meal.
Yeah.
We also do free pizza sometimes, so they come for the food and they stay for the guest speakers.
Yeah, so, and that sounds great and everything, but it was really hard to get members through the door. The biggest thing is you wanted to create a very good team, all right? So the very first meeting, I opened it up to whoever wanted an executive board position. I had 15 hands come up, okay? And granted, last year, there were not 15 people in the room, okay?
Not even close.
Yeah, there were times where the real estate club was canceled, where there was just 3 people there, right? So I was like, look, we need to have a very good team that can take this club to the next level. So within the first 2 meetings, everybody was not only interested in being a member of the club, they were interested in having an exec board position to work with us to take this club to the next level. And just the value that I've seen people's lives change, like literally right in front of our eyes, and it just feels so great to know that this is the platform for them to take their life to the next level. I'll give you a perfect example right now. Ace, okay, he's a freshman at Towson, and right now he is following Gerard Adams in New Jersey. He didn't know anything about real estate. I saw him at the involvement fair on campus. He was like, yo, I like photography. I like creating content. I was like, dude, I need you, so we came out. I was like, look, help me brand this club by filming every club, and I'll help you brand yourself, okay, by marketing what you're recording. And that's led him to so many opportunities. And right now he is in New York City with Gerard Adams, okay, just by joining the real estate club here at Towson. So the opportunities, and it's just there for all the members, and they just have so much value. And I've just seen people run with it, and literally their lives have changed right in front of my eyes because it's changed my life. And I shared that a little bit last week, and I'm gonna get a little bit more deep about it as well. So Wade is a realtor at Keller Williams, and I just want you to kind of share how it is being a college student, how to be successful in real estate. I'm going to share, how it was for me launching a startup and, going through it.
So one of my favorite things about being in the real estate industry is it's truly an industry that you get out what you put in. The amount of work that you put in is going to be what you get out of it. And it's awesome being in college and still being able to have this opportunity, because not only are we in the age range where all of our friends are going to be buying houses soon, so that's good money coming in, but it also gives you the ability to kind of work around your college classes. So instead of working a typical 9-to-5 job where you are taking night classes and essentially away from home for 12-14 hours a day, what selling real estate will allow me to do is I can be in the office in the morning to make phone calls, come home in the afternoon, go to my classes, and then shoot out at night for my appointments when the buyers really want to see houses. I'm not in class, I'm actually out in the field. So that's really cool. Another thing that I wanted to touch on as far as real estate goes is just working with people. One of my favorite things about our real estate club is not the fact that we talk about real estate, because sometimes we don't even talk about real estate.
We had a rap battle 2 weeks ago, okay? We had one of the top rappers in Maryland who's working with Shy Glizzy ASAP. He was actually on RECN Stories, Scotty Banks. We had a rap battle with him, and it was freaking insane. Like, we had all these people, up there rapping, freestyling, and he provided an opportunity, for the winner of the rap battle to have 2 hours of studio time with him. And that guy who he picked, his life is going to change forever now, just because of the opportunity that the real estate club provided, who was, in fact, a real estate club member, Scotty Banks. So just the opportunities, the value that we're providing.
The network is huge. You never know who's going to know someone. We're actually in our car right now, parallel parked on the side of the road in New Jersey, because we were sitting outside of Founders, which is a great incubator for small businesses that we kind of teamed up with this year up here in New Jersey. And if I would have never joined this club, I would have never met Jared, who brought me into Founders. And I just got to say that my favorite thing about Founders and B, our club, is the people and the network and the energy. And
we have so much fun. Like, I know there's a lot of clubs on campus, even companies, right? Real life companies that they only talk to you when you're at work. They don't really hit you up outside of work. They don't see how everything's going. Like, we ask how, we hang out, we go out, it's just, we're friends, so it's a very great culture. Really great positive energy, and we care about each other. And if I were to start a business, another venture, or if I was hiring anybody, I'm going to the real estate club. All right, because I just know that everybody in that room has the same goal to achieve something that, they just put their mind to their vision and they're going after it. So
yeah, the club's a great resource, and for not just our school, but for similar clubs all around the world. Like I said, you never know who's going to know someone and give you an opportunity. So the biggest part is just getting out there and getting involved, which is honestly something that I struggled to do with a little bit. It was actually my team leader at my Keller Williams office that convinced me to go down to RECN and see what Alex Fahmy was doing with the club. And I'm definitely glad I did, because like I said, I wouldn't have been able to be presented with some of these opportunities otherwise.
Yeah, man, and just by doing that, you learn so many skills. Like, I've learned leadership skills, how to build a team. Running this club is just like running another company. Really, like, you want to have a great team that has the same vision, that's everybody's bought in, there's full transparency, even to the members, right? So that's something that I've learned.
One of my favorite things that we did about the club is that we gave out a lot of executive board positions.
Yeah.
Because what that allows us to do is not only kind of leverage some of the work off of us, but we'll be able to better pass the torch, because the people who are freshmen and sophomores, while we're the upperclassmen of the club, they've been in the leadership committee before, so they kind of know how it runs, they know the systems, and they should be able to hopefully smoothly transition us out and themselves in.
Right.
So I just think that was something definitely smart that we did, and definitely something I would do again if I started another venture like this.
Yeah. So now let's talk about our entrepreneurship journey. So just a little bit about myself again. Right now we are developing a real estate app, and I gotta tell you, it's not easy saying that you're an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. There's so many misconceptions of that word. I want to know what you guys think of being an entrepreneur. So comment below how you define an entrepreneur. I'm very curious to know what your responses are.
That's a good question.
But there's been many times where you just think that, is this worth it? I'm still in school, and you're just like, is this gonna work? Is this worth it? I'm spending so many hours, researching, talking to people.
One of the best conversations that I had today while I was at Founders actually was with an entrepreneur who started a software business, and he's actually based out of San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, he came from Texas here, and we're from Maryland.
His story that intrigued me wasn't about his IT business, though, because that's doing fantastic. It was actually about the first business that he started, which was kind of... It was kind of similar to like the belly reward system, and it sounded from his story that he had a lot of things going right, and then it ended up bellying up on him. So my point is that even if it doesn't end up working out, you'll still learn things that will make you successful in your next venture or the next venture. And really what you got to do is just put that right foot forward and just get moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
You won't make any progress sitting around, and definitely joining a club like the Real Estate Club or an on-campus organization is a good way to get involved and meet people who might be, kind of in the same mindset that you are.
And the best part about, I'm come from like a very competitive background because I played sports my whole life. When someone says, "Oh, fail because you learn from it," I don't want to lose. You don't want to fail, right? You just want to be right in everything you do. And I've learned that the hard way. Last year there were 3 people at the Real Estate Club, and we were just like, all right, do we just throw in the white towel? No one wants to come anymore. No, last year was a failure. We learned from it. Now we have 50 members. With the startup, we have an idea. It gets taken. What are we going to do? We're going to throw in the white towel? No, we're going to innovate it. All right. Everything's in front of you. Even if you fail, that doesn't mean you give up. The people that give up are the ones like, I don't even know you're losers. Like if you give up, you're a loser. Okay. You only have one shot at this thing. I don't know why you would give up. There's been times where I'm just like, I need a job. I'm over here starting a business as a 21, 22-year-old. What am I doing kind of thing? But find your niche, find what you're passionate about, and go full in. I love technology. I think I'm always on my phone. So I was like, apps is the next big thing, Mm-hmm. Why not learn how to code apps?
Yeah, technology is huge, and doing what you love is huge too.
Yeah, and it might sound very cliche, but I was at a point in college where I just wanted to chase the money. Because who wouldn't, right? You're fresh out of high school. You don't learn a damn thing 4 years in high school. Oh yeah, I want to be a doctor. I want to be I want to be an accountant. Let me chase the money. But then when it boils down to it, it's like, do you love what you're doing that? Absolutely not. So find something you're good at and go all in, and the money will come. And that's something that I've learned. And another thing that I've learned too, actually, was from Gary Vee, is that slow motion is better than no motion. And that's very hard to grasp as an entrepreneur because you want to see the results right away. Okay, so after a month, you're expecting a bunch of zeros, right? No. After maybe a year, you might not get those zeros. Maybe after 5 years, you might not. And that's something that I've struggled to really learn as I was starting this business, because I was so excited. It's like, yo, I'm 21 years old. I'm running this thing. Let's fucking do it, right? But no, it takes so much hard work to start a business. Just any kind of business, really. And you might be good at it. Even if it was, selling sandwiches. That's tough because everybody sells sandwiches, nowadays. So, but my point is, don't give up, right? If you really care about something, I told John, we had last week's guest speaker was John Newman and Shaq, and I was just telling them how passionate I was about this app that we're developing. I don't know if I should share how much I think about this app, but it was just that it's always on my mind. So if you can't sleep without thinking about it, if you wake up, you want to breathe, sweat, whatever, all that, find something you love and make sure that it just sticks with you. And right now, tech is that, and I know what my vision is, and I'm just going to go after it. And it's going to take a lot of time, okay? But I know that I'm going to go balls to the wall and, achieve my goal, because I'm not going to give up, and I'm not going to let anybody else take that vision away from me.
Right, and that's a good mindset to have. What a lot of people struggle with too is the drunk monkey, or the limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
So I'm too young to start this business, or I can't do it, it's too much hard work, or I just don't have the time right now, or I just don't have the money right now. Things like those. Really, what it was Daniel Cherry that said it to us a couple weeks ago. He said that kind of envision your path as that this is where I am now and this is where I'm gonna be, and the rest in between is just logistics. So if you just think about it like that, it makes things a little bit simpler.
And it's tough, my parents are like, what the hell are you doing? They're paying for my college. I'm very lucky that they are. And they're like, you're not even gonna use the degree that that we're paying you for. And it's frustrating, sometimes, and very disheartening, because you feel like you're letting your parents down, and they're in your ear every single day, and Yeah, they could be watching this, I don't care. Hi, Mom and Dad, if you are. But, it's tough, telling them, like, hey, I'm passionate about something that might not work. There's a chance that, these app ideas, these softwares that we're developing might not work. What do I tell them? But you know what? Is that their life? Or, no, that's my life. I'm taking the shots if it doesn't work. Okay, so, but it's very tough at times when your own family is, kind of making fun of you and kind of questioning what the hell you're doing with your life if you don't even know, if it's not safe, But I'm at the point now where I'm like, look, I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it, and I'm going to make it happen. I'll tell you right now, there is nobody that will outwork me in what I'm doing. Like, if I had this mentality just by playing sports. I look at my role models, Kobe Bryant, huge Kobe Bryant fan. I know, yeah, huge Kobe guy. Shaq, if you're watching this, Team Kobe, but just
it goes back again to the network and the people that you surround yourself
exactly.
with. I mean, you wouldn't let your friends or your family like put arsenic poison in your drink, so why would you let them poison your head with these negative thoughts and these beliefs?
And I was that kid. Like in high school, every morning I was smoking weed before class started. Okay, and then I understood that I was just going like this. I was not getting better. And then it wasn't until I joined the real estate club when I was like, whoa, there's people my age that are fucking killing it. Like, they're beasts, they're workhorses. And then when I started hanging out with them, I went from this to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those people that I was hanging out with where I was going like this, they're going like that. And I'm not even talking to them. You know what I do? When I'm bored laying down in bed and, I'm trying to fall asleep, I go on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and I unfollow people. Like, that's just what I do. I unfollow people that I know, will drag me down. Because it's like, why, I don't care what you're doing, why should, So that's just how I am, like, I'm not one to kind of boost my friends list or anything like that. Like, if I think you suck, we're not going to be friends on social media. Like, people I haven't talked to since high school, it's sad, but I'm not friends with them on Facebook or any of that stuff anymore. Like, I just unfollow them because, they're like this, and I'm trying to go like that. So, really surround yourself with people that, have the same vision as you, have the same drive as you, has the same motivation as you, and the people who really, I don't know how to say this, like, the people that get on you the most about not achieving your goals or, that motivate you, those are the ones that you want to keep close to because they care about you, But the ones, if I was like, yo, wait, let's go get a drink tonight, every freaking night, he's going to be like, all right, Alex doesn't care about me. He wants me to not be successful because, and that's going to be a challenge to himself to be, am I going to fall in this trap that Alex is putting me in? Or am I going to be like, fuck you, Alex, I'm in tunnel vision right now trying to achieve my goals. So it's just tough, because again, you're 21, you're young, you're 22 years old. You want to go out, you want to, get drunk all the time, you want to, see as many girls as possible, go to all these crazy places, but you're falling behind if that's your mindset. If you're living for the weekends, your shit is broke. That's my favorite. When I saw that thing on Instagram, I screenshotted it. I made sure I had it in like 3 different places because it's just stuck with me. And Grant Cardone has this other great quote that says, just that 10x mentality, it's either be obsessed or you're average kind of thing. He even has a book about that. That's even inside. So it's just all within the mindset. And today for the first time I meditated and I felt unstoppable.
That was awesome.
I felt fucking unstoppable. They're like, picture yourself, how you're gonna be. I pictured myself as the next fucking Steve Jobs. Like, I felt like I was the man with a Superman cape.
Meditation is key.
So, really, it's about just getting your mind right and going all in on what you care about, and the results will come. It's hard. It's very hard, to kind of have that motivation to keep going because sometimes you just never know. You just never know if the results will come or not. But I'm telling you, like, stay patient, but remain confident, and the results will come.
And I think in synopsis, it's really, you got to get involved, you got to figure out what you love, and then you just got to work. You know, and that's just all there is to it.
Yeah, so we are actually here at a networking event because what do they say? Your network? Hell, let's just run in front of these cars.
Is your network.
Your network is your
network.
So, and like I said, you never know who you're going to meet. Again, my business partner who I'm launching my startup with, I have never met before in my life. So he could be walking across right now and I'd be like, hey bro, I think we've been Skyping for the next, hour and a half, or for the last, year. So right now we're going to walk into Founders. We're going to wrap it up soon. But really, like, look at all these people. Like, these are the people you want to hang around. All right, let's go into a quiet area. Hey, is that a familiar face? RECN Stories, baby. So anyways, please hit me up if you have any questions. If you're looking to start a business and you have any business ideas, feel free to give me a message. It's very tough to start a business. Just getting your mental edge right, it's really hard. So anyways, Fahmy Fridays, I'm happy you guys are watching, and I will see you next week. See you guys.